Is busting nuts ever a good idea? I don't know, man. The longer I do retention, the more I walk this path of celibacy, of becoming more and more sexually disciplined as time goes on, the more I'm realizing there's never really ever a time to bust a nut. Think about it. Like, listen, if you want to give up a piece of your life force, a piece of your vital life energy to go make a baby, that's a vibe. Like, that's great. Do that. Unless you're doing that, why in the hell would you give up the most potent, powerful life force that you hold as a man? Is busting nuts even fun? Like, really, think about it. Do a nice stint of retention, 21 days, 30 days, 45. See how your daily life experience is while doing retention, and then go hang out with a girl. Hell, even go back to a website, right? Not that I'm recommending you do that, but just as an experiment in your own life. Pop it. See what happens. See how it feels. Does it actually feel that good? Does it actually feel that good? Or does breathing through the energy and then going to the gym instead, maybe that's more fun? That's what I'm finding. That's what this path is showing me, that like, I don't need sexual gratification. It's just kind of pointless. For the 5 seconds that it lasts, it's the best thing that, it's the best thing since fucking sliced bread. But otherwise, in any other context, it's really just a waste of your fucking time. Not only is the actual act in of itself, like generally, unless you're gonna make a baby, a fucking waste of your time, but even more importantly, the time that is wasted for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 days because of your low state of energy, because of your lowered state of consciousness, like that's serious. That's a serious amount of time that you're wasting being and circulating in a low energy state. Because understand, when you bust a nut, not only are you losing that day, you're losing the whole next week that you could have spent in that super high, vibrant, high energy state. And I'm not saying retention is everything, but it's a hell of a lot. Like, do not pretend that holding your nuts, that holding your prana, your life force, your chi, and recirculating it and letting it refurbish your physical body and letting it awaken your mind is not something that is to be valued. If you don't think it's something to be valued, then I don't know, stop disrespecting yourself. You're literally giving a finger to the universe for the beautiful flow of energy that has gifted you with. It literally is giving you everything you need energetically, mentally, physically, and spiritually speaking. And you say, and you just throw it to the wind. Like seriously, bro? Seriously. You're disrespecting yourself. You're disrespecting God. Just get a little disciplined. Just hold your goddamn nuts. Like, how many times do I have to freaking say it? How many times do I have to freaking say it? It's so obvious. To anybody who has done it, it's so obvious, bro. The change that happens in you mentally, spiritually, and energetically when you just hold your nuts. Like, it's not even that fun when you go pop, you pop the, I don't even know the term I'm trying to use. When you choke the chicken, when you touch your pickle, it's not even that great. Like, it's really mid. Jerking off is for freaking children. Like, seriously, like, it's, when you were 16, that's fine. You did a little bit of that, but now you're an adult. Now you're a man. Why are you still watching videos? Well, I don't watch videos. I do nofap. I still have sex with my wife. Yeah, I guess it's better, but how about you take a break from her too and see what happens? I don't know. How about you stop asking me for permission or some study for some permission to just give it a freaking try and see what happens? And yeah, just see what happens. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing what happens in your body. The way your mind opens up, just the way you see the world is completely different. Nature just pops out at you and you're just like, whoa. You start thinking about things in a lot deeper way. Ways that you never thought about reality before. You're not supposed to do semen retention if you want to stay asleep in the matrix. If you just want to be a little derper, a little NPC that just like goes life, just does whatever they're freaking told, then don't do semen retention, because semen retention is going to force you to wake up. It will, whether you want a spiritually awakening or not, it's going to force one on you. And I'm not talking about in the religious context. I'm not anti-religion, but I'm not religious myself either. So I'm not saying, oh, you're going to become Christian if you do semen retention, or you're going to turn to Islam if you do semen retention. Oh, you're going to become a Buddhist if you do semen retention. I'm saying you will find a deeper layer of yourself and your energy and your soul that you did not previously know existed. You will have so much energy bubbling up from your system that it's going to expand your consciousness, and you're going to be able to see yourself, the good and the bad, the shallow and the deep, things about yourself that you did not know existed. And these layers that you keep uncovering about yourself and more, and even just as importantly, the world, they just keep going deeper. These layers, you keep uncovering them. And which is why I'm so obsessed with semen retention, because it never gets old. You always can go another level deeper. You can always go another day on the spiritual path. The reason they called celibacy in India brahmacharya is the path of the divine, the path that one walks if one wants to find his way back to God. And that's what I'm doing. Because you're either connected to God or you're not. You're either connected to God or you're not. The idea of hell is not some brazen burning place where you freaking die for eternity, forever and ever and ever. Hell is simply disconnection from your creator, disconnection from your soul. So do you want to get connected to it, or do you want to go back to sleep and sleep in your little matrix pod and let the system, the parasitic satanic system, siphon your energy off of you until you shrivel up and die? I've made my choice. I'm going to do my best to work on my sexual addictions and become sexually disciplined, because I find that my mind wakes up. I have mental clarity that people can't even compete with. And it sounds egotistical to say, and I understand this. And that doesn't mean I'm perfect. There will be a day, probably in the future, where I'm going to forget everything I just told you and go, oh, there's too much energy, I'm too horny, and I just bust it out all over the fucking wall. And guess what? And then I just start acting like an NPC for a couple days. And those days will come. And I'm not saying every single day on semen retention is good. You have bad days, you have good days. But even on your bad days, there's a deeper level to your awareness, your clarity, and your presence that you just can't find anywhere else. Unless you found it. I don't think you can find it anywhere else, but if you find it, let me know. I'm a very open-minded person. But with that said, spiritual connection and finding God and finding the deepest part of your higher self and finding your soul is so much more fun than the 5-6 seconds of pleasure that you get from the... It's just stupid, man. It's just stupid. And I'm not saying you have to give up sex. I'm saying do what you're going to do. Indulge in sex as many times with as many women, as many partners as you need until you realize you're just stuffing your face full of donuts. Eat as many donuts as you need to do until you get sick of it. And then come to me later, say, oh, I'm sick. I'm like, I told you. I told you. Or just eat donuts until you fucking die of obesity. That's always an option too. And most people are bloated on sexual indulgence. You can see it in their eyes. They are just dead. Freaking zombies. Now, there's a lot of different negative lifestyle habits that will physically deplete you, but sexual vices, too much indulgence in energetic sexual release, that's a big one. It's going to deplete you faster than really anything else, give or take a few things that we will not mention here, because that would get me the video probably taken down off YouTube. Yeah. Is busting a nut really even that fun? Is it really even that fun? Hold that energy, sit in that fire, get sober, and then go to the gym. Get sober, let your balls fill, go on a walk. Get sober, let your balls fill, do something productive, hang out with good, positive people. Do something just cool, but do it sober and do it with full balls. And you will taste for yourself the energy, the high quality frequency that I'm speaking of here. It's just amazing, bro. How beautiful life becomes once you finally do semen retention. That's it. That's the video. I'll see you in the community or in the next video. Peace, buddy.